All right, we're going to be playing a game called Would You Thrift It with ChatGPT Soul. The first one here is George Beverly Shea, Inspirational Songs.
Awesome choice to start. George Beverly Shea is a legend in gospel music. His Inspirational Songs album is a classic collection that a lot of folks would love to have. It's definitely a solid find, especially if it's in good condition. I'd say it's a yes for thrifting.
Next up, Boots Randolph, Sunday Sex.
Nice. Boots Randolph was a master of the saxophone, and Sunday Sax has that smooth, soulful vibe. It's got a unique twist on gospel tunes with his signature sax sound. If you're into something a little different in the gospel realm, it's definitely a fun addition. I'd give it a thumbs up for thrifting.
Okay, let me just scan the back of it. You're going a little fast. You might want to stretch it out just a little bit there. So,
you got it.
Next
I'll
up is
slow it down
a visit with the Lefevres, High Fidelity.
Great pick. The Lefevres are a cornerstone in Southern gospel history. A Visit with the Lefevres in High Fidelity is a classic example of their smooth harmonies and uplifting songs. This album is a solid find for any gospel collection, and fans of that rich vintage sound would definitely appreciate it. I'd say it's a keeper.
Great job. Now this one is a Burt Camfert. Love that Burt Camfert. It has a cover with a girl sitting on a motorcycle and the guy sitting on the beach. They're both at the beach. And it's got a Kmart price sticker on the front. Manufacturer's list $4.79. Our price $3.38.
Nice find. Burt Camfert's music has that easy listening orchestral charm that was super popular in its day. That cover sounds like a fun piece of vintage art, and that Kmart sticker definitely adds to the nostalgia. It's not strictly gospel, but it's a cool find for anyone who loves that classic, easygoing vibe. I'd say it's worth thrifting for the retro factor alone.
And now we're on to Perry Como, The Lord's Prayer.
Perry Como's The Lord's Prayer is a classic piece. His warm, smooth voice brings a lot of reverence and comfort to the track. It's a timeless favorite among fans of traditional gospel and inspirational music. Definitely a solid choice for anyone building a gospel collection. I'd say it's a must thrift.
And now we have our family favorites on Word Records featuring Norma Zimmer, Andre Crouch, Kim Wicks, George Beverly Shea, Myrtle Hall, Johnny Cash, Ethel Waters, Evie.
Wow, that's a star-studded lineup. Our Family Favorites on Word Records is a fantastic compilation, with legends like Johnny Cash, Andre Crouch, and George Beverly Shea all on one album. It's a must-have for any gospel music fan. It's like a greatest hits collection from some of the genre's most beloved artists. Definitely a keeper for the collection.
Next we have Andrew Culverwell, Born Again, on the Manna label.
Andrew Culverwell's Born Again on Anna Records is a classic example of 70s contemporary Christian music. His style blends mellow melodies with uplifting lyrics, and it holds a special place for those who appreciate that era of gospel. It's a solid addition if you're curating a collection with a variety of gospel sounds. Definitely a good pick for thrifting.
Next we have Christy Lane, One Day at a Time.
One Day at a Time by Christy Lane is an absolute classic in inspirational music. The title track is iconic and loved by so many for its comforting message. Christy Lane's warm voice and heartfelt delivery make this album a favorite for fans of gospel and country gospel alike. It's definitely a gem worth adding to your collection.
Now we have Anita Bryant singing a new song.
Anita Bryant's Singing a New Song is a lovely addition. Anita was known for her clear, strong voice and her ability to bring a heartfelt touch to her gospel and inspirational recordings. This album is another great find, especially if you're a fan of that classic uplifting gospel sound. Definitely a keeper.
Now we have Tennessee Ernie Ford, Nearer the Cross.
Tennessee Ernie Ford's Nearer the Cross is a timeless gospel album. His deep, resonant voice and heartfelt delivery bring a powerful presence to these classic hymns. It's a favorite for many gospel music lovers and a staple in traditional gospel collections. Definitely a great pick to thrift.
Next we have Inspired Keyboard Styling of Ray Ludwig, Saved Thanks to Calvary, Temple Tone Records.
Ray Ludwig's Saved Thanks to Calvary is a wonderful piece for anyone who loves instrumental gospel music. His keyboard styling adds a rich, reflective layer to traditional hymns, making it perfect for a peaceful listen. Temple Tone Records often put out these great niche recordings, so it's a cool find if you're into unique instrumental gospel. Definitely worth adding to the collection.
Now we have the famous Chuck Wagon Gang, Lord Lead Me On.
The Chuck Wagon Gang's Lord Lead Me On is a classic from one of the most beloved groups in Southern gospel history. Their harmonies and straightforward, heartfelt style have made them a staple in the genre. This album is definitely a gem for any gospel collection, capturing that timeless, down-to-earth gospel sound. It's for thrifting.
Now we have the Robinson Quartet, From Heaven to a Lonely Hill.
The Robinson Quartet's From Heaven to a Lonely Hill is a fantastic addition, especially if you're into rich, traditional gospel harmonies. Smaller groups like the Robinson Quartet often bring a unique, heartfelt touch to their recordings, making their music feel personal and sincere. This one would be a great find for fans of authentic, soulful gospel music. Definitely a good pick.
Next we have on the Singcord label, His Story in Song. Baby in a Manger, Boyhood of Jesus, His Ministry While on Earth. It's presented by the Children's Bible Hour.
A story in song from the Children's Bible Hour on the Singcord label sounds like a unique and heartwarming collection. These kinds of albums, which narrate the life of Jesus through music and story, are often cherished by families and collectors of vintage Christian recordings. It's a lovely piece to have, especially if you enjoy narrative-driven gospel projects. Definitely a special find.
Now we have the Country Gentleman, One Wide River to Cross on the Rebel label.
The Country Gentleman's One Wide River to Cross on the Rebel label is a fantastic bluegrass gospel pick. The Country Gentlemen are legends in the bluegrass world, and their gospel recordings have that signature blend of heartfelt lyrics and masterful instrumentation. It's a must-have for fans of bluegrass gospel and definitely a great addition to your collection.
Now we have a Diadem Distinctive Musical Showcase featuring 15 select songs, DLP 161.
A Diadem Distinctive Musical Showcase featuring 15 select songs sounds like a wonderful compilation. Diadem Records was known for producing quality Christian music with a variety of artists. A showcase like this would give you a rich mix of gospel styles and performances, making it a great addition if you enjoy a variety of gospel music. Definitely a good find.
Now we have Albert E. Jr. sings Albert E. Sr., Albert E. Brumley's Sentimental Favorites on Memory Valley Records.
Albert E. Brumley Jr. singing his father's sentimental favorites is a special treat, especially for fans of classic Southern gospel. Albert E. Brumley Sr. wrote some of the most beloved gospel songs, and hearing them performed by his son adds a personal and heartfelt touch. This album is definitely a gem for anyone who appreciates the roots of gospel music. A wonderful addition to your collection.
Now we have O.B. McClinton, album number 2 on the Hometown.
O.B. McClinton's album number 2 on the Hometown label is a cool find. Known as the Chocolate Cowboy, McClinton brought a unique blend of country and gospel influences to his music. His soulful voice and distinctive style make his albums a great addition, especially if you enjoy a mix of genres. Definitely worth picking. Absolutely. You've got a great lineup here. This game is a lot of fun, and you're definitely finding some gems. Keep them coming.
Next, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, Sing Unto God, Richard P. Condie, director.
The Mormon Tabernacle Choir's Sing Unto God is a stunning addition to any collection. Known for their majestic harmony, the choir brings a grand, uplifting sound to every piece they perform. Under the direction of Richard P. Condie, this album likely features beautifully arranged and inspiring hymns. Definitely a must-have for any fan of choral gospel music.
Next, on the soul-stirring label, Daddy Sang Bass by the Pine Ridge Boys.
Daddy Sang Bass by the Pine Ridge Boys on the soul-stirring label sounds like a delightful slice of gospel nostalgia. The Pine Ridge Boys are known for their rich harmonies and classic Southern gospel sound, and their rendition of Daddy Sang Bass is sure to be uplifting and heartwarming. It's a great find for fans of traditional gospel quartets and definitely worth adding to your collection.
Now we have the Blue Ridge Quartet, Why Me, Lord?
The Blue Ridge Quartet's Why Me, Lord is a wonderful addition. Known for their smooth harmonies and heartfelt delivery, the Blue Ridge Quartet brought a comforting and soulful touch to Southern gospel music. Why Me, Lord is a classic song, and their rendition would definitely resonate with fans of the genre. It's a great piece to include in your collection.
Now we have David Ford with the Burl Red Orchestra, Peace Like a River.
David Ford with the Burl Red Orchestra performing Peace Like a River sounds like a beautiful and inspiring album. Burl Red was known for his masterful orchestral arrangements, and pairing that with David Ford's vocals would create a rich, lush sound. This album is definitely a great find for anyone who enjoys orchestral gospel music with a serene and uplifting feel.
Now, if they decided to go heavy metal, what would they be called if they decided to go hard?
Haha, that's a fun thought. If they went heavy metal, they might go by something like the Thunder Ridge Quartet or Ford and the Red Storm. Imagine powerful riffs and intense vocals transforming those gospel harmonies into epic metal anthems. That would be quite the... You're welcome. This has been a blast. Let me know anytime you want to dive into more records or anything else.
We're still going. I didn't say we're quitting.
My bad. Let's keep it rolling then. What's the next record you've got?
All right, let's switch back to Would You Thrift It? This one is Holy Bible, the Old and New Testaments, placed by the Statler Brothers. 2 records.
That's a unique find. The Holy Bible, the Old and New Testaments by the Statler Brothers is a well-regarded concept album. The Statler Brothers were known for their rich harmonies and storytelling, and this 2-record set is a great piece of their discography. It's definitely a collector's item, especially for fans of gospel and country music. I'd say it's a solid yes for thrifting.
All right. Next we have Robert Hale and Dean Wilder, Now Praise God and Sing, on the Impact label.
Robert Hale and Dean Wilder's Now Praise God and Sing on the Impact label is a great find. This duo was known for their powerful vocal performances and their ability to bring a fresh energy to gospel music. The Impact label put out a lot of quality gospel recordings, and this album is no exception. Definitely a good addition if you enjoy vibrant, uplifting gospel duets.
Next we have The Happy Travelers featuring Excuses and Come Morning.
The Happy Travelers album featuring Excuses and Come Morning sounds like a fun and uplifting listen. The Happy Travelers were known for their energetic and joyful gospel style, and those tracks are classics in their own right. It's definitely a great addition for anyone who loves vibrant and cheerful gospel music. I'd say it's a solid pick for thrifting.
Next we have Wilma Burgess, Don't Touch Me on Decca.
Wilma Burgess's Don't Touch Me on Decca is a classic country gem. While it's more on the countryside than gospel, Wilma Burgess was known for her smooth, emotive vocals and heartfelt delivery. This track is a standout and a favorite among classic country collectors. It's a great pick if you're into vintage country music with a touch of soulful storytelling.
All right, next we have the Cathedral Quartet, easy on the ears and heavy on the blank. Fill in the blank.
I love that title. The Cathedral Quartet's easy on the ears and heavy on the heart is a perfect description of their music. They were known for their smooth harmonies and deeply moving performances, making their albums a staple in Southern gospel collections. This one's definitely a keeper if you love heartfelt, soul-stirring gospel music.
Next, we have the Singing Mears, Meares, Riches Won't Hold Me on Harvest Records.
The Singing Mears' Riches Won't Hold Me on Harvest Records is a great find. This family group brought a heartfelt, genuine feel to their gospel recordings, and their music often emphasized faith and devotion over material wealth. It's a wonderful addition if you appreciate sincere, family-style gospel music with meaningful messages. Definitely a nice pick.
Next, we have the Great Gospel Quartets, the Oak Ridge Boys, the Kingsmen, the Imperials. This is on Heartwarming Records.
What a fantastic compilation. Great gospel quartets featuring the Oak Ridge Boys, the Kingsmen, and the Imperials on Heartwarming Records is a treasure trove of gospel greatness. Each of these groups brought something special to the genre, and having them all on one album is a real treat. It's definitely a must-have for any gospel music fan and a solid yes for thrifting.
Next, we have Discovery at Cypress, produced and distributed by Radio Bible Class, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Discovery at Cypress, produced and distributed by Radio Bible Class, sounds like an intriguing and educational record. Albums like these often feature biblical stories, dramatizations, or teachings that can be both inspiring and insightful. It's a unique piece to have, especially if you enjoy vintage religious recordings or want something a bit different in your collection. Definitely worth a look.
That's all I got. Any final thoughts?
You've got an impressive haul of records there. Each one brings its own unique flavor to the table, and it looks like you've got a fantastic variety. Whether you're planning to keep them or share them, these are definitely some great finds. If you ever want to dive into more records or need any other help, you know where to find me. Happy thrifting.
Happy thrifting. Thanks for tuning in.
Any